What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. Today's video, I'm about to talk about the maintenance that went into maintaining my 2019 Mustang GT350 after 15,000 miles. So I got the car in March, had 6,000 miles on it, so I drove the car 9,000 miles, and that puts us here at today. But online with this car, it may be overblown, maybe not, but people are saying these cars aren't that reliable, so I'm about to just put my numbers down here because numbers don't lie. So this is my example. I'm going to go through the numbers of the car, what I spent to maintain it. So we're going to jump in that today. But before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Happy holidays to you all as well. It's been a minute since I posted, but let's jump into the video. Alright, so let me get the car pulled out the garage. First thing I'm going to do is check the oil. Haven't done that in a minute, so I don't even know when my oil changes due, but it's good to check these for oil because some people have oil consumption issues. I personally haven't, but let's go check it and see just to make sure. First things first, let me pop the hood on this thing. So for this car to cost $66,000, it does not have hood struts. So where's my little prop rod? $60,000 car, folks. Here's our dipstick. Alright, so I need two hands for this. Pull the dipstick out. Let you all see what it's looking like on here. Will the camera focus? So what I'm going to do is wipe it off so I can dip it in there again. So wipe all this oil off. Oh my God. And take it back out. And it's looking like we're getting a bit low. Still have oil though, but it's about time for an oil change anyway. This will be the third oil change I'll have gotten this year. So I got the oil change as soon as I bought the car. Then I got one during the summer. First oil change was free because of the other Mustang I bought. Got all these Ford reward points that I had to redeem. So oil change is on here, and it comes with the oil change, tire rotation. Since it's not a square set, they're staggered. They do the tire rotation from side to side. That's about $160. And so 3 of those, you do the math, 160 times 3. But I got one for free. I'll add everything up at the end. But looking at the sticker up here, I'm not due until 16,000 miles. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done sooner than later. I'm not low and it's not really burning like that, but it's time. It's time to do it. So my next date is actually January the 20th, but I want to stay on top of that because I know it can happen. And I don't have the oil separators on here. Don't think I'm going to do that because I'm not burning excessive oil. Most people have done it, but I don't have those issues. So let me actually see exactly how many miles I have on here. I have 14,965. Not quite 15,000, but close enough. The reason the oil is so expensive is because I think this and the GT500 use the same type of oil. And then it's 10 quarts of oil. So it uses 2W26, just kidding, 5W50. So that's an uncommon oil. It might just be for this car. I don't know, but that's what it takes, 10 quarts of that. So that's why the oil changes are so expensive. The next maintenance thing that I'm going to talk about, oh man, I got oil on here. Car washes. And looking at the car right now, you can assume that my car wash funds have been pretty much nil. And you will be right, because I haven't washed the car. I haven't paid anybody to wash it. I do it myself. And if you look outside, you see snow. So yeah, I'm not washing my car out here. I'm scheduled to do it today, but it's about the snow, and then the schedules didn't match up. So I'll be getting the car washed tomorrow after the snow hits, just to get this salt off my car. And it's time for a cleaning. Way past due for a cleaning. I'm not even gonna tell y'all the last time I washed the car. And aside from car washes, the car wash is going to be $25. And another thing that I did do upon taking delivery of the car, the stock air filters on here are garbage. It was filthy after 6,000 miles. So I got a Ford Performance air filter. It's reusable. And this thing was about, I think I paid like $67, maybe $80. I think it was $80, something like that. But you can see it doesn't even need to be cleaned yet. It's getting a little dirty, but the one I had previous to that was like, it was just packed with random crap. Got leaves here. You know how this got there. But yeah, for the price that Ford would have charged me to install one at the dealership, I installed this myself. It's literally just a screw, and it's reusable, so it only makes sense to get the Ford Performance air filter. I think it's by Air Raid, and it's a Ford Performance part, so that's something that they won't complain about when it comes to warranty work. I'm trying to keep everything like Ford so I can keep my warranty intact, especially when it comes to like the engine area. Everything else under the hood has been flawless. So let's go talk about another service issue that I did have. I made a video on that, and that was the gear shifter. So I took the thing to the racetrack, and afterwards my gear shifter wouldn't shift into reverse. I was struggling with first and second gear, and that's because this collar right here has a weak plastic part in there. There's a recall for it, so I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. Not sure how much that would cost itself, but it's a pretty inexpensive part. It's just they gave me a whole gear shifter assembly, and it was free. It's under warranty. But the labor for that, it took them 2 weeks to fix my car. My car sat there for 2 weeks, but it wasn't for the repair itself. It was the dealership, which was full, and it took 2 weeks to get in. Only 2 hours to do the repair. So it's a couple hours of repair. They charge like $80 an hour. So that could have been $180 or $160 if it came out of my pocket, but it didn't, so it's nothing. So that's free. I'm not going to include that. I do have another set of tires on here. So these tires, the Pirelli Soto Zero Series 2, they're not the run flats, so these were about $1,300. I wouldn't include that as maintenance. So if I want to drive the car in the wintertime, I need tires. So I guess we can say that driving here. But I have 3 sets of tires. Got the stock tires, I always get these mixed up, the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. I think I have the Michelin Pilot 4S's, and then these Pirelli Soto Zero. So 3 sets of tires. All 3 sets are in very good conditions. The stock tires are too sticky. The secondary set is my primary set because it's good for daily driving. Then I have this so I can drive when it's cold out, because they're all summer tires and these are winter tires. And then one other thing, before I took ownership of this car, the quality on these things, the build quality is not the best. And hear me out on that, because it's a good car, but there's like panel gaps on here. So the previous owner took it to the dealership so there's like water seeping from somewhere on this rear seal where the bumper meets the rear quarter panel. Damn, that's dirty. But yeah, there's some big panel gaps here, and they also took care of that under warranty, so that was free. I'm not sure if that's something I would have even noticed, but previous owner took care of it. I guess it's fine. I noticed leaking of water elsewhere at the rear spoiler, like when it's not even raining, like after I wash the car, like days later, water will seep from under here. It's actually a little puddle here right now. I guess it just collects up in the spoiler and just seeps out as time goes on. So there's that. I might as well throw in gas too. So I'm on Fuelie and got 25 fuel ups on here recorded. I don't record every time, so I just want to get a general feel of how many miles I can get to the tank so I can know when I need to fill up. And for me, it's been between like 180 miles to like maybe 230 miles at most. So my best was 19.2 miles a gallon. I'm averaging 14.5 miles a gallon. And in those 25 fill ups, I have spent $1,259.69 on gas. Now, there's probably some fuel ups that's not accounted for, at least, let's say 5 or 10. But I don't do it every time now. Just if I see like, oh crap, I got a great fuel tank, that one, like, oh, let me record this one. But I don't do it every fill up now. So just add an extra 500 on that. So it'll be around 1,700 in gas on here. And put a lot of gas in here every week. 180 miles, basically 200 miles a tank. I'm always filling up. The car has been super cheap. I'll put the total right here or here somewhere. Yeah, put the total over here. So grand total of owning a Mustang GT350 for 15,000 miles. Very cheap. Mine has been very reliable. No engine rebuilds. So I'm happy with my experience. Very cheap to run, and that's how I like my cars. I just like to get in them, drive them. I do regular maintenance. That's all I like doing. The shifter thing, it wasn't a big deal. It was free. And if I would have taken my car to a different dealership, I could have gotten it repaired as soon as the part came, which took 2 days. But I went to the closest dealership to me, which had the longest wait time. If I would have drove a few miles out, it would have been much shorter of a wait. But it is what it is. So if you own the GT350, how reliable has your car been? What are you paying for on maintenance? What have you serviced in the first 15,000 miles? Let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, thank you all for watching. I'm Q, checking out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.